Attention, 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 attention.
Next week, an evil space ruler seeks the services of a doctor.
Oh, it's gonna be a big night tonight. Hit that curtain!
We welcome you to Guitar Talk Universe.
Is it time? I'm gonna hit the thing. B minor, baby.
Attention.
stop it.
Well, I just now reached over and turned off the piezo so Randy wouldn't yell at me.
Did he yell at you?
Not yet, but I was any second here now.
So he probably will.
What's up, brah?
Stuff?
Are you having lots of troubles with StreamYards like everybody else is?
Well, I'm having trouble with StreamYards. I'm having trouble with StreamYards. And I'm having trouble with StreamYards.
I had a little trouble with eMixolydian yesterday. I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there.
You know what? I thought you acquitted yourself really quite well, considering.
Uh-oh, hold on.
Considering you're sort of allergic to that stuff.
We have a request.
Nope.
I'm kind of allergic to that, too.
Yep, me too.
Yeah, I'm allergic to...
I sort of break out in hives, and I don't mean the other band.
The hives, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Kiss are awful.
So who do we got in here? We got Steve Brand. We got Special KAK Karen.
Yeah,
Now
I think you're here.
Karen.
You're here, aren't you?
Trouble just walked in there. John DeShay.
Oh, God.
Randy Price is here.
Yeah. Apparently Blue Morks is somewhere.
There
he is.
Morning, he do my Wooka 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 shirt and our intro and everything else.
And then Sir Realistic, who's got bad taste in music.
And Mom Todd. Oh boy. Okay, can we block her there? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll let her slide.
Anyway.
So yeah. Happy.
What's the weather like in Sluggerville?
I put a picture up where I survived the snowstorm.
Did you have snow too?
November 22nd.
We had snow.
Well, did I show you the picture of the snow?
Well, we had at least 2 flakes because I know 2 of them hit my windshield.
Well, we didn't even have those 2.
Yeah. So you did all right then.
I think they went ahead and canceled school for next week because we have in Kentucky, we have 3 snow plows and 2 of them are busted. So,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Blue Morks. Yeah. Yeah, he got the proper picks. He got the real picks. These picks.
There's one where you just go out to your garden and grab a rock and just use that to...
Yeah, go to the nearest crick. You call them cricks where you are, don't you?
Show that thing again. Yeah, crick down at the holler.
Yeah, you go down to the crick after you fix your roof. Do you fix your roof?
A roof?
Do you have a roof or do you have a roof?
We have a roof.
Yeah, you're fancy.
I use those little H3 with the sharp tip. They're just they're a tad bit bigger than the red one, and the red ones they're just the Jazz 3. They're too small. And my Quentin James picks the Fender. Mm-hmm. They're called a 351. That's the size of the pick. Anyway,
like a Cleveland.
Those things are fucking huge, man. I can't play those. Like that thing you got in your hand. I'd be like, how do you hold it with your whole hand? I mean, like
like you don't have to hold it. That's the beauty of it. Like it just stays there.
You just legato, huh?
Legato. Yeah, no, it's like, look at the beveling on it, man. Like it is so. Actually, I'll turn it that way so it's against like the tip of the thing is just
gigantic,
so
man.
Smooth.
Lost flow too.
Yeah, well, so this is a 4.2. So
a 4.2 millimeter.
Yeah. I mean, I got a 5.
I'm just gonna use my TV
the 5's
remote.
A chunk. There's the 5. But anyway, and yeah, a couple of them there, OU812 type peoples have got into these flow picks after I started showing these things. They didn't go for the man size ones. They went for the,
shots fired.
Brown, the girl guide size. Yeah. I think John's maybe using a 3, or is he using the 2.2? Oh man, I said 2.2. That was TWOTOO.
I think John is playing through his Zoom 505 or whatever the fuck he's
Hey, you want to
through.
know something about Zoom that I just found out the other day?
What's that?
I was listening to the Rick Beato. Hey, Rick, if you're watching.
He blocked me.
Oh, again?
Yeah.
You got to stop doing that stuff. Anyway, the
Zoom.
yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay.
The and John will like this.
Should've quit.
The Dave Gilmore interview. What does he use and has used for over 30 years?
The 90-30.
A 90-30 direct.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So his solo album that's out now, 90% of the freaking clean tones
Wow.
are the 90-30.
I don't know if y'all remember that. I had the 90-50.
I've still got a 90-30 sitting next to my workbench.
It looked it's a half rack space and it looks like a fucking 8-track player. But man, I used that thing I sold my MP1 and got that because I was like, I bought up and I used it for I don't know a year and a half before every sound man was like, dude, just shut up and get a tube head, a tube screamer, and a.
Well, what I used to use mine for was I'd use it for doubling stuff because it would be completely different to anything else, right?
Yeah.
So I would be using like my ADA MP1 rig or my Kitty Hawk Quattro rig or whatever, and then I would double it. Yeah. Okay.
All right, Dave. You go argue with David Gilmour.
Yeah. I think Dave's got a bit of a track record. So anyway, enough of that. But again, I think that proves what I was saying the other day about how tone's in the fingers, not in the price tag. So if Dave Gilmour is using a Zoom unit that you can pick up on eBay for $100,
Yeah.
and he's stockpiling them now because he doesn't want to run out of them as they're getting older. He doesn't want them dying on him.
Yeah.
So
I think a lot of it is in this too. Not only the material, but how you pick.
yeah,
I think
it's one of your connections with the instrument, right? So
probably sell it and I don't know.
or use it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's there. It's free, technically.
What-
Anyway.
What's he going to do with those thousands of hours of tapes he's got there from Ed?
Very slowly release them and make lots of money off them.
In another news, Sammy got $1 million worth of tequila stolen. Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah. He had like a couple of semi-trailers delivering tequila somewhere and they got hijacked.
Oh no.
I mean, who cares? Because the freight companies have to have insurance. I'm sure he has insurance. And he's worth like $300. Him and Guy Ferrari or whatever the guy's name is. But guy's got $300 million from selling the company.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. It's kind of like the whole thing with mortgages. That's what annoys me is like, so you can't pay your mortgage. They foreclose. They take your house. The mortgage was insured by the bank, so they're not losing any money. Oh, and now they've got your house too. Doesn't seem fair, does it?
When I left my house, apparently somebody broke in and they took a can of red Krylon rattle can paint. Does it help when I do that? Shaking the...
Not really.
Okay, yeah, that's right. And they painted a big red Q on the basement wall. I was like, oh, dude, really? Terrible.
Yeah.
No, my mortgage company was really... I was waiting for the sheriff just to knock on my door any day and just go, get the fuck out. Because apparently in Kentucky, if you don't pay your mortgage for 30 months, they just up and sell your shit right on the courthouse steps, man. I was like, what's up with that?
In how many months? 13 or 30?
3-0.
Oh, wow. So you basically get to live there for 2.5 years anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a long, sad story. It's 2010. I hurt my back from getting shot at by them guys. It was over with. Look, a lot of other people were in way worse situations than me. Just be an adult and suck it up, Nancy. It's okay. At the end of the day, I came out the other side.
Yeah. And that's what you got to do. You just got to come out the other side.
Yeah, it's like, I had an 81 Les Paul Custom. Well, I can't sleep in that guitar case. I can't eat the guitar, so You sell it, try to pay the mortgage, and blah blah blah. All right, so what are we doing today? With apparently we got some Pentecostal.
Pentecostal scales.
Do we want to?
Yeah. Pentatonic water. Yeah. So we were talking about those scales. We talked about the major scale. And then we talked about the melodic minor. And then the harmonic minor. Just by altering one note at a time. So, we're going to have a look at another type of scale now, the pentatonic. And penta, if people remember, is 5, like pentagon, pentagram, yep, all that stuff. So it's a 5-note scale. Now the other note scales that we did, if you think of the major scale, it's basically a 7-note scale. So you could call it septatonic. Because it's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So there's 2 C's in it. But there are 7 different notes. C, D, E, F, G, A, B.
Wait. In the pentatonic scale?
No. I'm getting there.
Okay.
So it's like the regular major scale or whatever. We could describe them as septatonic. There's 7 different notes. But septatonic just sounds like something you need some sort of special medicated cream for.
Because the 8th note is the octave,
yes,
or the note you start the root. Now, wait, hold on. I'm not shitting you, folks. I really am trying to pay attention because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm talking about. So if I interrupt Steve, it's because I missed something, and I think he's okay with that. He wants.
If you interrupt me, it'll be normal.
Or John Randy would say, "Shut the fuck up, Wayne."
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead, Randy.
So we have our septatonic scales, 7 different notes. So pentatonic scales have 5 different notes. And what we do is we take 2 of the 7 notes out. And then we have 5 left. Now, by definition, you could literally, as long as you left the root note and the octave, which are the same note,
right,
as long as you left them alone, you could take any 2 notes out of one of those other scales that we did last time, 2 weeks ago. And you would have, by definition, a pentatonic scale left. Some are more useful than others. So that's kind of what we're going to look at tonight, is the more sort of accepted forms of pentatonic. But yeah, literally by definition, you could say, okay, I've got notes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to just take out 6 and 7 and just play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that'll be it. And that would technically be a pentatonic scale. Does that make sense?
Kinda.
Yeah, so if I took the major scale and just played the first 5 notes and the octave, that's a pentatonic scale. It's not very useful, but it's a pentatonic scale. I could take the 2nd and the 5th out. Again, not very useful, but by definition, a pentatonic scale.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the ones that have the more accepted notes removed and see what they give us in terms of how they sound. So if you want to throw up that... No, don't throw up. If you would like to display that PDF. All right. So here's our first shape. And we're going to play these all in A. So we're starting from the 5th fret. And what you're going to notice looking at that tab is they are very conveniently 2 notes per string, right the way across the neck. Now this one is going to be a little bit interesting. This is actually one of the classical Japanese scales. And this scale has no major or minor tonality. So what we've done is, if you remember from the last scales that we did, we took the major scale and then we turned it into a minor scale by changing the 3rd. And then we took it one stage further by changing the 6th. So, if we leave the 3 and the 6 out, you don't know whether they were major or minor before we took them out.
Uh,
Does that make sense?
I don't like that.
Well, probably what you don't like about it is that it doesn't sort of pull you into a certain voicing thing,
Yeah.
stuff that you're used to. It's not bluesy. It's not country either. And it is, if I sort of repeat just that first octave, you can kind of hear that sort of
Yeah.
Japanese kind of thing, you know. It's a curious thing. So this scale, you can hear like it almost feels
Yeah.
unfinished, like it
Right.
would like me to play another note to finish it off.
To revolve it.
Because that's our ears are craving to have it do something we're familiar with. But what this scale is great for, if you think about it, this is like the scale equivalent of a power chord. Because it's not major or minor.
Right.
So if you're playing something where you don't know what the tonality of the thing is, but you do know the key, you know it's in A, you know it's in B or whatever, but you don't know if it's A minor or A major,
Uh-huh.
you can play this scale over it until you figure it out. Then you can start playing, if it's A minor, start playing the minor pentatonic, or if it's
Right.
A major, start playing the A major one. So this is kind of like a get out of jail free scale, if that makes sense, because it will fit over stuff that's a little vague or you're not sure of it kind of thing, and you can get away with it. Does that make sense?
So in A, it's the 1, 2, 4, 5,
Flat 7, root. Yeah.
6, though, right?
Nope.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6. Flat 7. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So in terms of notes in A, it's A, B, D, E, G, A.
Okay.
All right. And yeah, as Mitch says, it's not defined. It's not giving you one of those like normal sort of audio tags that we can latch onto where it sounds minor or it sounds major. This is vague. Now, if you want to play it, I would just play an A chord, just an A power chord, and you can just play that scale over the top of it, and you'll hear how there's no bad notes. All right, makes sense?
Yes.
Now, I'm going to play an A minor chord, and you can play the same scale.
Ah.
And now I'm going to play an A major chord. And I could play an A7 if I wanted to. Or an A minor 7.
That note seems a little.
The 2? Yeah, but you just wouldn't stay on it that much.
Right.
All right. So, but again, it's the reason why you're finding that one odd is because you'd much rather hear the 3 of the scale
Right.
than the 2, which is neither or kind of thing. All right. So scroll up a bit.
Hold on. Yeah.
Bravo.
That one? Or more?
Oh, yeah. All right. Let's talk about this one. So if you remember our fretboard map, we have different ways to play the same notes. So this scale could, if you just want to use fingers 1 and 3, be played like this. You want to bring the tab back.
Gotcha.
All right. So it's the same notes as the going across the.
Right. You're just going up to 12th fret.
Yep.
String.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right. Just an alternate way to do it. Okay, and why am I grabbing my mouse to try and scroll it? All right, so this is the glorious, wonderful, everybody loves it, minor pentatonic. So the makeup of this is it's going to take that minor third.
Do that again. Okay.
Yeah, but we're going to be playing in A. So I don't know why I played that in G. So our notes are going to be 1, flat 3, so A and C, and then the rest of that scale that we had before. And now you'll hear this. I can play an A power chord. All right. And you can play that scale. And you know this scale. I know you know this scale. I mean, admittedly, you know it in E minor. But,
the money lick.
The money lick. Which one's the money lick? All right, so there's an A power chord. So my chord is neither major or minor, but your scale is minor, and it fits just fine. All right, so now I will play an A minor chord, and you'll see how they kind of really start to tie in. All right. And now let's ruin it. I'll play an A major. So you can hear there's a couple of notes in that pattern that suck against the A major chord. And that's because the thirds are different. So in the A major chord, it's a C sharp. In the A minor chord, it's a C natural. And so in this scale, it's playing a C natural. Yeah. So you can hear that those minor thirds do not fit over the major chord. They happily fit over the power chord, which is neither major nor minor. And they obviously fit over the minor chord quite happily. All right, scroll up a little bit more. Not that far, though.
That one?
Yeah.
No, we did that one.
Nope.
Oh, major is finale.
Yeah. All right, so now I'm being a little tricky with this. I'm keeping the flat 7 in this pattern, so you'll see what's going to happen with this. So the important bit is the major third. Instead, the minor one. So our pattern is 5, 7, 4, 7, 5, 7.
That doesn't sound right. 5, 7, 4, 7,
5, 7.
Yeah, good. I don't like that.
And then we're going to go 4, 6. So here's our pattern.
That just sounds like kind of country-ish. Kind of.
Well, because it's an A7.
Ah.
So it's basically an A7 arpeggio, but it's all about the major third. So again, if you just want to play the first 6 notes, just play those now. So I know you got them. All right. So I'll do the same thing. I'll play the same chords again. All right. So now I'll play the A power chord, and you'll hear that again because my chord is neither major nor minor. It'll fit. Got it. Now, if I play A minor, it's going to suck. Beautiful. There you go. But if I play A major, like I say, if I play an A7, All right. So you can hear that this idea of a full scale, or the proper name for that, a diatonic scale, has 7 notes. If we remove 2 of those notes, we automatically, by definition, get a pentatonic scale, a 5-note scale. And there are some that are more useful than others. But, yeah, so there's some happy little 2-note per string patterns that can mess around with. Any questions? It's that look again.
Well, what I do a lot is that typical 1/4, right?
Yep.
I know these 2 notes back here, a whole step down on the E and A string, are good notes, as well as these 2 notes on the E and B string, a whole step up from my little finger.
Yeah, and why do you know that?
Everything from a power chord, knowing your first finger and little finger are the same note.
If you remember way back when we were talking about the fretboard map,
Yeah.
it all repeats in those little squares, right?
Yeah.
So this is the same as this. It's the same as this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that's how I can go.
That's the really nice thing about the fretboard, is it falls into these little repeating squares.
That's why I can go from that note up to there and just
And
play.
slide up another 2 if you want.
Yeah, and just play a 1/3 finger pattern.
Yep. Yep, just ask Leslie West. There you go. The sliding one, Blue Box, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 fingers and away you go. Like I say, just ask Leslie West, a phenomenal guitar player who basically, for nearly everything he did, never used his pinky, just used his first and third fingers for most of it.
Oh, I can whip out the pinky now. Now you've seen that.
Steady.
It's just that 1-3-4 I have such an issue with. Well, I
Yeah.
play 1-2-3, and I can't play one. I don't have that strength between my 3rd and 4th like Paul Gilbert does. I hate
Well,
that kid.
It's got to be practiced. The issue with the 3rd and the 4th finger is a little biology lesson. They actually share a tendon here.
Ah,
So if you like sort of put pressure just in front of your elbow and wiggle your 3rd and 4th fingers, it's lumping and bumping around in here like crazy. It is not naturally separated. So, because we really are, when you think about it, we are Mickey Mouse.
right, yeah.
Yeah, in that sense. Like if you were grabbing bags of groceries, you would never bother to use your pinky on its own. You'd use these 2 together.
Yeah.
So yeah, just that idea of using those fingers in that. You got to practice it.
I used to try the 1-2-3-4 thing all the time. That's the hardest thing to do with any type of speed. So another thing I always had problems with was playing in 3s and 4s, right? Or
Oh, okay, yeah, sequencing. Okay, yeah.
and get at that blazing Paul Gilbert speed. I just gave up.
Can I confess a secret? My favorite note sequences is in 7s.
God, that's weird. It's fucking weird.
But it's so easy to do. So you tell people, oh, this scale sequence is in 7s, and they're like, oh, you must be a genius. And it's not. It's completely simple. Watch. If I play like an E natural minor thing, it is so easy to do. It's ridiculous. And now people are going to realize that my licks are bullshit. Here we go. So I'm gonna play E natural minor. I'm starting at the A. If I go 3 notes per string and I go down, up, down through the notes, you're going to hear me play 7 notes. That was 7. So then I go to the next bit. But it
Right.
sounds terrifying. Check it out.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, but you got reverb on, so that helps.
And a little pitch shift.
Uh,
So yeah, 7s are easy. That's why, like, Hot for Teacher, that lick after the obvious two-handed thing, that's in 7s. That's a 7-note pattern. Because the 7-note patterns actually are quite easy to play. If you've ever watched any of Paul Gilbert's, like, you know,
Verifying,
instructional,
oh, I love
like-
those.
like he plays in like 9-note groupings and stuff like that, and they're not hard to do. You think they're going to be,
Right.
but they're not.
It's just that muscle memory thing that you get under your fingers and
Well, here's what I used to do to my family. I would watch. I love the Marx Brothers, and their movies are all basically an hour long, like 58 minutes, an hour and 3 minutes, whatever it is. But basically, yeah, there you go, Randy. And so they're an hour long, give or take.
right.
So I would basically sit at home. I had one of, this is like, again, late 80s, early 90s. I had one of those cool little color TVs with the VCR slot in the bottom of it,
Oh God.
you know. So I would just, it was just like in front of the edge of my bed, and I would literally put a Marx Brothers movie in, and as the MGM lion roared, I would start playing a lick. And I would play that lick until that movie finished.
Oh my God.
Right? And each day I would pick a different like finger combination or something, and that's all I would play. So literally I would just for an hour.
Wow.
And then the next day I'd go, okay, I'll do 1 2 4 again, but I'll do 2 fret 2 fret.
Right.
And then the next day I'd do 1 3 4. And then I'd mess my brain up by going 1 3 4 1 2 4. Like backwards.
Oh.
Like a Lydian dominant shape and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I'd do them for an hour. And
I won't do it-
my mum would bang on the door and say, please play
Stop
a song. Play a song.
Play
You know?
Smoke on the Water.
Yep. Yep. Slow motion Walter. Fire engine guy.
But that's my big warm up is that just 1 2 4 and then every
Yeah.
other fret.
Yep.
And that's all just fucking 3-note per string major scale.
Yep.
In G, because you never pick G. You always want to do E.
All right, let's do it.
No. I'm teasing.
No.
Ah, shit. What's up, Kurt? Apparently, Kurt got something in the mail from somebody, but he's not going to open it until Wednesday. Asked him if it was still ticking.
What am I doing? I don't know, nothing.
And I do not charge anything extra to change the lights on my keyboard there.
Really? Maybe you should.
Yeah, I should. Yeah, Randy, you work on that 7-note sequence. I know you already mastered my Frosty the Snowman. I saw you steal that the other day.
Yeah.
He nailed it, though. I mean,
It's not easy. Being cheesy. Want to do A minor?
let's do A minor.
All right, you can start it then. I'll go as far as pushing the little triangle.
Okay.
bloody lovely.
Yeah, let me turn all that shit off my guitar. Hold on. Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Hold on. Apparently, we got the bonerist of jams. Said
Yeah.
he's got the da hanging from. What? What's he
No,
got?
that's a town in the east coast of Canada.
Is that the veiny part of a Snickers? No.
No, because as they say, you can take the girl out of dildo, but
You can pull it out of your. We're
no,
not even.
stop,
we're
stop,
just gonna keep
stop.
that. We're just gonna, okay. I caught myself. I didn't. I was going like that before the
Yeah.
even. I've learned my lesson, kind of.
all right. Thank you very much, everyone, buddy. And
Oh, I guess that's it.
yeah. Well, did you have anything else you wanted to say?
I can't believe I made it 53 minutes and a half almost, and I didn't have to get it to pee. And therefore I didn't knock over my coffee. I didn't have this weird buzzing sound where Steve
No,
was like,
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Did you need to get up and pee and chose not to, or what?
I'm not in my car. I didn't get in my
there-
steering wheel
is
again.
Is there cleanup in aisle 3?
I'm just wondering when Kirk opens his boxes, it's going to smell like Virginia Slims and despair.
Yeah, I hope so.
I got him a little
Did
bag.
you say when he
Don't-
opens his boxes?
Yeah, no, just one box. Don't throw the bag away. You got to open that because there's some goodies in there that I'm sure you're going to use. I mean,
Yeah. Who wouldn't?
okay, so Blue Mock Boner Jams. There's
Yeah.
Boner Jams again. Randy Price. Yes, Randy, I am playing
Yep.
Juicy Booty and Sandra Picorni for the T-shirt and our intro and all that good
Yes,
shit.
absolutely. Well, thanks very much.
And wait a minute, hold on. We're going to have to do this again because
Just because
just got it.
it's like the new national anthem.
Attention. Attention.
Next week, an evil space ruler seeks the services of a doctor.
Good. Oh, it's going to be a big night tonight. Hit that curtain.
Yeah.
Sandra Picorni is just like, yeah, I'll come up with something in about 3 minutes. I'm like, that's just fucking perfect. Don't, that's perfect. Okay, yeah, okay, everybody, thanks for coming in, and okay, we're out of here.
Yeah. Adios, muchachos.
Was this show number 5 or 6? 'Cause
5.
I think
it would have been
swear-
6.
I had some carbs, and Mike Tyson was fake
Yeah.
fighting, and
Yeah. Yeah, all those things.
what is he talking about? Okay. Gotta go.